All right, first look. The Tank 400 walks onto the scene like it stole a rugged wardrobe from a Land Cruiser, then hit a boutique and said, "I'll take the chrome." It's boxy but sculpted, squared shoulders, rock-climbing wheel arches, and a grille with two bold horizontal chrome bars that give it a slightly regal, slightly military vibe. The polygonal headlights aren't dainty, they stare you down, LED signature on, like a guy who's not messing around. From the side, it's got rivet-style trim on the fender flares and a stance that screams overlanding while still trying to impress at the valet. There's even an external spare on the tail, old-school Explorer energy, that Tesla and BMW designers only dream about in their sleep. Compare it to Western cars. It's got the purposeful, upright presence of a Toyota Prado or 4Runner, but with a grille confidence that borrows a pinch of BMW bravado. And the rear? Big, flat, practical. Toyota meets Rolls? Okay, I'm exaggerating, but it does look more expensive than the sticker suggests. The new 2026 refresh tightened up proportions slightly and added rugged trim and a new Dunhuang purple paint option. Basically, it's trying to be both I camp and I brunch at the same time. Hit that like if you love boxy SUVs. We said it. Now, the part that makes you low-key jealous, the cabin. Walk in and you get a full digital spread, a 12.3-inch instrument cluster right in front of you, and a massive 16.2-inch center screen angled toward the driver. The dash layout feels intentional. Metal trim, leather with diamond stitching on higher trims, a big central console with a chunky shifter, and a studious row of physical buttons for climate. Thank God, physical buttons. There's a HUD for navigation, a digital rear-view mirror, wireless phone charging, and sockets everywhere, two USB-Cs up front, at least one in row 2. For the kids, a 15.6-inch rear ceiling screen. So long are we there yet? There's even an onboard refrigerator. Yes, a fridge in an SUV. That's the kind of flex that makes you pause and whisper, dang, they did that. Materials feel premium for the price. Soft-touch upper dash, brushed metal accents on the door pulls, and ambient lighting that gives evening drives a loungy vibe. Seats are wide, bolsters are firm but comfy, good for highway miles or a weekend dirt run. Tech suite, Coffee Pilot Ultra, their latest ADAS, OTA updates, and card-to-app connectivity, everything the modern buyer expects. Honestly, for what this thing costs, the tech and comfort levels are borderline criminal. Smash subscribe if you want to see a deeper interior teardown next week, where we pull this thing apart for real. This is a mid-size 5-seat SUV with a 28500mm wheelbase, roomy second row, sensible cargo area behind it, and a tall roof that swallows car seats and soccer gear without whining. It's bigger than a Corolla-sized hatch, more in line with a 4Runner Prado Leaf. Family trips? Yep, stroller, cooler, and 2 duffel bags, no drama. Here's where it gets nerdy and wild. There are 2 PHEV setups. The hotter Hi4Z pairs a 2.0T, about 185 kilowatts, with dual electric motors, 215 kilowatts plus 240 kilowatts, and a 59.05 kilowatt-hour battery with roughly 200 kilometers of pure electric range. The Hi4T uses the same 2.0T, 185 kilowatts, plus a single 120 kilowatt motor and a 37.1 kilowatt-hour battery with roughly 105 kilometers of pure EV range and a fuel consumption quoted at about 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. Translation for people in the US, this is serious hybrid muscle. Instant electric torque for the streets, and a turbo for long hauls. Okay, drum roll. When Tank launched pre-sales, pricing in China started around 285,000 to 295,000 CNY, roughly 39,000 USD to 40.5 thousand USD at the time. That price puts this near or under many mainstream Western rivals while packing tech and features that feel a tier above. Less than many fully loaded midsize rivals? No cap, that's the shock. Safety isn't just airbags here. The refresh added a roof-mounted LiDAR, side and rear cameras to feed Coffee Pilot Ultra, and systems that support city and highway NOA, hands assist-level driver aids. Those systems make highway miles less stressful and family trips safer, assuming the software behaves. But here's the real catch. Does Chinese spec equal US spec? Will this exact Tank 400 meet FMVSS, EPA rules, long-term reliability, dealer network, and parts availability in the States? That's the debate. Would you trust a $40,000 Chinese SUV with your family safety long-term? Drop a heated take below. So future family car or future flop? I'm honestly a little jealous of the tech they're packing at that price. Tell me what you think. comment below, don't be shy, like if you're as stoned as I am, and subscribe so you don't miss the deep dive teardown next week where we pull this thing apart for real. Next video, can this tank actually outcamp a Jeep? Hit the bell, I'll see you there.